Well, how y'all doing today? Hope y'all having a blessed day. So I'm making some beef stew today. And I want to put some 80/20 in there in chunks, and I browned it up, yeah, about a half a pound uh, in a little oil before I added a little water. Because as it cooks, it will fall apart, and this will help some of it stay somewhat in chunks. And then I added some water. I'm going to add a little garlic powder to this and a little onion powder. Just a dash. If it needs more, I'll check it later. A lot of black pepper. I like black pepper. Okay. And I'm going to add some of this Italian seasoning in there. But don't let the name fool you because it's got margarine in it, oregano, thyme, rosemary, basil. It's just a mixture. And, you could just put parsley in there, but I want to put a little bit of this in there. Sparingly. And I don't use table salt, but I'm going to use one of my favorite go-to seasoning salts, which is Sazon. I'm going to put 2 packets of that in there. I use Goya too. They have several different kinds of those. Or, you can use McCormick, whatever you want. So I'm going to put 2 of them in there. Now, traditionally, beef stew is made with an assortment of vegetables. Give that a good stir. I want them to blend and see how that meat's holding together. Of course, after being browned, but it will cook up a little bit. I'm going to add some more water to this. I'm using bottled water. I don't like the water from the tap to cook with any more than I have to. I'm going to add my vegetables. What I got going in here is I have cut up some potatoes, onions, celery, what else? Carrots. I do have a few whole cloves of garlic going in here. Now I use Spice World. They don't hardly keep that in stock. It flies off the shelf. But what that is whole cloves of garlic, and they come in different sizes, but they've already been peeled. And I freeze mine. And here, what this is some of the leaf from the celery. Don't throw that away now. Wash it off with the rest of your vegetables. It's great in soups and stews. All right, so I've added me a large jar of beef gravy to that. And as this cooks, the potatoes will release starch and it will thicken it up. If it is not thick enough, you can make a slurry out of either flour or cornstarch, whichever your preference is. And that usually is about 2 cups of hot water. And then you mix the cornstarch and flour in it until it's not lumpy. And then you add it to your pot a little at a time. Wait, see if it thickens till you get it to the right consistency. Add more if you have to. And I'm going to add this steak to that. Now, that's not a bad price for a steak, y'all. Okay, it's not T-bone, it's not sirloin, it's not filet mignon. And I get these when they're available at Walmart. And it looks like a small steak, but when you cook it, it gets bigger. And I'm going to just lay that in the pot and let it go until it's falling off the bone tender. If you buy stew meat, beef, let me rephrase that. I got some stew beef and made me a vegetable beef soup with it. And when I was eating it, it was like, something's not right with this meat. I've eaten enough beef to know what beef tastes like. And I was a little hesitant. And then I detected a gamey flavor in it. I thought, this is not beef. I freaked out. I literally dug the package out and looked at it. It did not say stew beef. It said stew meat. And when I looked at the ingredients, it said stew meat, salt and water. So I didn't eat it. Just let me tell you, if you buy stew beef, make sure it says beef, okay? And look at the ingredients, right? So there's a horror story for you. But I'm going to put this in there, bone it all, and let it cook until it's falling off the bone. And again, if I need to thicken it up more, because this is a stew, I will make up my slurry. Uh, I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but this is traditionally, they will add turnips to this because this is a cold weather stew. I don't have turnips, but I'll probably put me a handful of peas in there. And usually I'll make this with biscuits. It goes good with biscuits, but I picked up this French loaf here with garlic and herbs on it, and I'm going to butter some of that up. So I'm going to get this going, and when it's done, I'm going to make up, a short later on. Uh, love the BER months. Good time to start baking and making your soups and stews and your roast, right? Well, thank you all for stopping in, for your thumbs up, for your comments, large or small. I appreciate them all. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye bye.